All right, everyone, welcome to Road America in the Extreme Power Racing League. Get ready to go. Road course racing here tonight, round number 6 of the season. Ready to rock and roll here. Thank you guys for coming out here as we get ready to go. Here tonight, qualifying just now, wrapping up here tonight. They got about a minute less than a minute left in the qualifying session before we turn them loose here tonight from the twisting turns of Road America. Ready to go. We got some great looking GTPs here tonight. Ready to rock. So again, this is going to be a good one here tonight. Thank you guys for joining us here. I think this race is going to be a well of one for round number 6 in road course standards. I truly think this one's going to put on a show for us here tonight. We got a little bit of time here before time runs out, and we'll start your starting a lineup for tonight. Man, this track, fun to run, a lot of sweeping corners, some high-speed sections. I thoroughly enjoy running here, and of course, coming up the hill to the start-finish line as well. Good opportunity to pass coming up the hill. As you can see, look at the elevation change around this place that these GTPs will have to navigate. Again, the GTPs with the hybrid system, everything they got going on here. And again, we're just kind of waiting on qualifying to kind of wrap up here at Road America. 1 hour, your race distance here tonight. We're going to be done roughly 10:02 Eastern when we wrap this one up. We're ready to go. All right. We still have roughly no time left now. We'll get ready to go. Field gonna cycle through. Let's take a look at the starting lineup here tonight. Here we go. Row number 1. Here tonight at Road America. Scotty on the pole. Dan on the outside. Row number 2 here tonight. Logan Watner and Julian gonna roll off 4th. 5th gonna be Rajah. 6th gonna be Dustin Stevens. 7th is Mike Howard. Wharton, Philip Wheels, Ty Smith, and Stephen Sherman. Edward Fiddler and Tracy Bethel. Gonna be the 12 cars take on this place for an hour here tonight. Again, an hour's worth of racing. Estimated 33 laps. They will have to negotiate around this place. Take a look at them behind the iRacing pace car. These beautiful GTPs ready to go. Porsche GTP and Julian. The Acura right there, Logan. Cadillac represented here tonight. On the makes here. Scotty representing that Porsche GTP as well. There is Dustin Stevens representing, I believe that's Porsche there, a Cadillac, and Dan. What's Ty running? He's got the Porsche GTP right there at 9th. Tracy there in the Cadillac as well. So pretty even out with Cadillac versus Porsche. So I think this one's going to be fun, man. These cars tend to put on a show as they get ready to turn them loose. Not sure which brand going to take home the win here at Road America. Here tonight, I always like running the Caddy, but some of these, especially the Porsche, tends to be a little bit more lenient, a little bit easier to run. Caddy can kind of, get out from under you here when you get on the power, but everybody's gonna start to roll off here, and it will be 1 hour, so you have to really take care of the car, at least early. So up past the hill right now, they will come. I like the elevation changes at these style of tracks. That really mixes things up. So you see down the hill here out of one. We are ready here tonight. Snow. Taking a look right there, Scotty gonna lead us under the bridge. Trying to get these tires warmed up as much as possible. You don't want to run into each other getting them warmed up though. That might be a bad idea. Taking a look, Scotty. Leading the charge. Up under the Corvette bridge. And again, just all the elevation changes you got going on. Taking a look here, they'll get single file, give each other a little bit of room, which is kind of smart when you're warming up the tires. You don't want to be running into each other. You do have one fast repair, but you definitely don't want to use it at the very start here tonight. If you're the leader, if you're Scotty, if you're those guys, just get away, set the pace, and kind of take care of everything. Scott leading it. Got Dan right there. He'll start from second momentarily. Long pace lap here tonight to get them going. Ready to go. Well, it is about that time. We are ready. Coming around the final sets of corners before we turn them green flag racing here tonight for 1 hour. One solid hour here tonight. Coming at you through this little S's section. Give pace car a little bit more room, and we'll head toward the hill here. Here we go, over the bridge right there. Coming to what will be 1 hour of running. Extreme Power round number 6 ready to go. Up the long hill. You see that long drive up the hill under the IndyCar bridge. They'll get sorted out. The NTT bridge ready to go. Green flag in the air. We're rolling. Start the clock. 1 hour on the clock. Everybody will roll down here. There we go. Headed for turn number 1. Julian right there to 4th. He'll fall in line early into turn 1. Headed for turn 2. 1 car off back here. Roger off the racetrack. Logan gonna sneak through. Steven Simpson or Sherman gonna kind of cycle forward as well with a couple cars running off. Scott there as they go up and under the bridge. Scott will lead down the hill for the first time. Good gap over Dan Julian. Gonna put the pressure on the brakes. That Porsche will drop back a half a lane. Logan there as well. Top 4 breaking away. Stevens in 5th. You see Stevens just holding on with Logan. That's going to be accurate right there with Logan on board. Julian up ahead into that Porsche. It's Porsche, your top 3. 3 Porsches lead, then Acura, then Porsche inside that top 5. Very interesting. We got 3 Porsches up front. Roger back there, kind of tail end of the field here. Steven there as well. Ty Smith up to 8. Ty putting the pressure. Good battle. He just brought this Porsche pre-race. Hasn't really had much laps in this car at all. He's battling with Mike right in front of him. Trying to look for a way around. He can't do it. He's kind of trapped in traffic here. Through the S is Scott right now leading by about 1.1 seconds. So Scott's got a good gap. Julian 6/10 over the car behind him. Best race on the racetrack right now between Phillip right here and Mr. Mike. That's 6th and 7th. Big time run. Mike gonna jump to the bottom. Mike gonna draw even into 1. Mike jumped to the spot right here. He'll pick it up. He'll get clear out of 1, headed for 2. So he'll move to 6th, Phil to 7th. Now Stevens up in front of him. Phillip trying to put the pressure on also. A little bit of draft up the hill, if you will. Get the cars rolling up this hill all the way back onto the brakes. Scott into the braking zone. He's clear. Dan about 1.4 back. Now Julian starting to close in on the Porsche teammate in front of him. Porsche's really got something figured out here tonight. Dan right there, nice and easy. Steven gonna lose a spot to Roger. That's 9th and 10th. So they'll work it out. Meanwhile, you've got up front Dan continuing to hold serve. Julian all over the back bumper. Mike gonna go wide. He'll lose spots. He'll drop back a couple of spots here, but Julian turning up the wick on Dan right now. Don't run wide there. That'll kill your momentum. Julian really trying to turn up the wick here, close to 5 minutes into this race. Julian really turning up the pressure, turning up the stove eye. Off goes Logan into the sand trap. He'll blow it up. We give Dustin Stevens a pretty good run up to the back bumper of him, and that will become the battle for 4th. Meanwhile, Julian still taking pressure on. Oh, Julian off track. He put a tire over in the grass. On board with Julian right now. Julian put a tire off. On board with Julian right now. Started 4th. That's going to cost him some ground. He's really got to manage his race car here. Running wide again. That's not going to help you. Incident's not going to be really a problem here tonight. So that's the one good thing. Official races, you'd have to watch out for that for incident points. On the curbing, Mike there losing ground to Steven. Steven gonna pick that back up. Coming close to 5 minutes even completing this race. There is Mr. Scott there leading with Dan putting the pressure under the Corvette bridge. So right now, even out. So right now we're 54 laps in. Dustin Stevens. Oh, Dustin Stevens around into the sand trap. What happened here? He's going to lose all his positions. One car goes wide in front of him. He goes to the outside to avoid a little bit of contact. And around he goes. He kept it off the barrier. So that is good. Julian going to settle down. Logan there as well. That's where that contact was. Roger side by side with Steven there. That's 6th and 7th on the racetrack. And there is some good racing here tonight. Down the hill, we're 54 minutes to go. Working lap number 4 here tonight. That's the way we run. Everybody back single file. So right now with 53 minutes to go, you see that battle heating back up a little bit, 3/10 separate them. The Roger, Phillip, Logan, Julian. There's Scott. Roger on the line with Phillip right there. Let's do a bit of cranking up a field. We'll hop on board with him here. Let's hear the sights and sounds for a moment right here at Road America. Hope you enjoyed that little bit of cranking up here. Still on board. Let's take a look. Logan right now into the top four with 51 minutes to go here. The car's still starting to kind of get spread apart right now. Stevens back to sixth. And it looks like he's went around again. Let's take a look. On the brakes hard. Big lock up into the dust. Does a good job keeping it straight, but that lock up going to cost him a spot. He got down there into the corner hot, got on the brakes hard, locked the front brakes up. Scott and Dan led from the start so far. They continue to lead right now. Coming up on the first 10-minute mark of this race. You kind of break this down into 6 10-minute segments. And right now through segment 1, Scott has bled every minute of it. Crossing the stripe right here. Scott, Dan, Julian, right there. No worries. Julian gonna flash the lights up over the hill. Hitting the button there to flash those lights. 1 second separates most of the field back here. Dustin Stevens trying to claw back towards Raja. Raja staying up front. Mike there as well. So single file. 50 on the board. We're 50 minutes to go here tonight. 5-0. Time running slow on this one. Logan. Right there. Scott in line also. And what a race at the current moment we're seeing. Everybody taking care of one another right now. We've had one contact throughout the field, and that was Stevens that got turned around in the first 10 minutes. One car to pit road, that's Tracy Bethel. So he's finally here. Laps about 10 minutes down on the field, but he's here. Scott there as well, continuing to lead. Dan, then Julian. Way behind Julian there, Logan. Logan with a little bit of head of steam in that Porsche, or Acura. Ty Smith back here. Looks like Ty had a problem. Oh, 2 cars going to run up. Off Ty going to get the worst of it. And almost right back into traffic. Good job locking it down there, keeping from getting into another vehicle. As you Scott continuing to lead. Scott continuing to lead. Dan, Julian, Steven, Logan right there as well. All right, we are 48 minutes to go, and you can see Logan kind of trying to peek his way back. Nice run here tonight. Taking a look, Philip. Right there behind him, there's Mike. Got there as well with 47 minutes to go here this evening. So the first 3, 4, or 5 cars really checking out on the field here and doing a good job. I mean, you know, that's the thing to this style of racing. Mainly keep the car clean. Man, so much fun to watch right here. There you have it. Keep the car as clean as possible. That's kind of the job here tonight. Don't have to do anything crazy. Just stay on track here and keep this thing rolling, which they have done. Dan back here. Julian, the fourth, kind of settling in. He had to run forward, kind of lost ground, and hasn't really been able to recover from that. Last time by, he ran a 51.6 to the leader's 54. However, Logan a little bit quicker than Dan last time by. However, he's about 3 seconds back from him. That gap 3 seconds. Shot out front. 45 minutes to go. Oh, we may have one around. Dustin Stevens around. Oh no, Dustin. Let's take a look at what happened here. Stevens another trip around. Or to back off of it. Scott with 45 minutes to go. So again, a little bit of trouble there. Taking a look, there's Scott, there's Dan. Logan in the line right now. So as we run right now, we're 44 minutes to go here tonight. There's Scott, Dan, Logan. No real battle there yet. Rajai, Phillip, Dustin Stevens back here. Stevens trying to move forward. A little bit of a blink there out of the car. You don't want to see that. Cars start blinking, that becomes a problem. But it's Dustin Stevens now to pit road. he'll bring that Porsche down with a meatball flag. Damage on that thing, he'll have to use a fast repair right here. Get it worked on. Mike's still running on fuel up right there. Ty Smith retired from this event, so he is out for the evening. Unfortunate. Ty Smith electing to kind of exit out of this one. So what can you do? 43 minutes to go. I would say pit stop's coming up in the next 10 minutes. So you just got to take care of the car. A little bit of blinking there. You got to watch out for that as well. Oh, boy. Scott continuing to lead. Scott. Dan. Logan. For 42 minutes to go and no real movement in the top three. Taking a look there, taking a look here, a little bit of a battle. Phillip and I believe that's Mike right in front of him. They're going to go at it again. That's going to be fun. Yeah. Again, 41 minutes to go. So we're coming to 40 this time. There's Dustin Stevens tonight. So Dustin Stevens inside the top 9. Scott. Right there with Steven. Logan. Julian gonna make the move for third. So Julian gonna make the move by Logan for third. I don't know, and it looks like Roger gonna make the move by Steven for fifth right there. So a little bit of movement throughout the pack here. So just a tad bit of movement. So as you can see, we're down through it here. When do you make your pit stop? You're going to need a one stop in this 60-minute race. I don't know that Dustin Stevens can make it all the way from where his stop was. Reminder, he had to come to pit road, get damage repaired. Trying to get back at it. Dan and Scott. 1 and 2. So again, they begin to spread out a little bit. Julian, right there. Now we got more cars coming to pit road. Roger gonna make pit road right here. Scott, Logan, Julian, Steven. On the brakes hard. He'll hit the corner nice and easy. Nice work. So right there is Philip. Mike just in front of him. We're 37 laps. Or 37 minutes to go. Scott and Dan, your top two. Julian slips to fourth. He'll come to pit road this time up the hill, hit the pit perimeter, bounce off it, and keep rolling. There you go. Bounce off the pit limiter and keep going here tonight. 36 minutes to go. There they go. "36 minutes left here tonight." That's throwing things. Philip right there off of pit road. Mike, Logan, Dan, Scott on pit road as well. 35 minutes to go. Logan, Julian, Roger, Mike. Phil right there, 20 to go here tonight, or 20 laps to go estimated here. About 35 minutes here remaining. Pit road once again. There we go, down pit road one more time. There we go, it's 20 to go right now. Off of pit road he comes. "19 laps to go here. Scott, Dan, 19 to go. 19 with Scott out front, leading the charge. Logan, Julian. You can see Dustin. You can see Logan. 19 laps to go. One car gonna run wide. Scott right there continuing to lead. $19 to go. Taking a look, Julian back here, single file. Here comes Phillip, Mike. So we see where we're kind of at here. After stops, everybody pretty spread apart here. Taking a look with Logan, Dan, Scott leading. So Dan just holding on to P2 right now. $18 laps to go. Dustin Stevens in the ninth. Logan, Dan, Julian in the fourth. 18 to go. This time by. Gap throughout the field, staying steady. It looks like Raja finally closing in on Steven just a little bit. There we go. It's 18 laps to 18 to go here tonight. So right now, we're hanging on 18 laps to go. So we continue to run right now. Nice work. So everybody right now just running the best they can. And right now, you see a little bit of battling heating up on the racetrack here. Working our way through. So we're coming down towards the end of this one. Scott continuing to lead with 28 minutes remaining in this race. Scott has led from the drop of the green. So Scott has absolutely dominated. Really great race there for Scott. Doing what he's had to do all evening. Keep this car out front. Scotty, Dan, right there behind him. Coming towards 16 to go. 16 laps to go in this one. So what can you do? Is there anything you can do different here? If you're any of these guys, try to pick up the pace a little bit. Lap times in the 150 bracket for your leader. 150.2, 156 for Dan last time, 151 for Logan. Taking a look at Julian hanging on to fourth. He's had a pretty clean race here tonight. And what a battle. Man. And right there holding on with Scott out front. 15 to go. And again, we're looking at this run that these leaders have had. They have absolutely dominated it. Very interesting here how these tend to work out. So Scott setting out front, comfortable. What's interesting to me is just how separated these cars have got. Steven trying to run back down to Raja. He's a little far off to do anything right now. 14 to go. So let's do one more crank it up here tonight. Let's hop on board. Who we gonna hop on board with this time? Listening to what they got going on. One of these guys. I think I'm gonna go with no, I'm gonna go with our race leader here. Let's listen into his runs, what he's doing here tonight. Let's listen in. This man is smooth all the way around. Just taking care of the car, just very, very smooth. That's what it takes here at these racetracks. He is smooth as silk. And do it for an hour, right? That's the hard part. Be smooth, do it for an hour. Keep the car from making a mistake. And that's so interesting how that works. Gotta keep these cars on track. Steven's battling back from that rear wing damage he had not too long ago. Keep that in mind. He had rear wing damage went around. But again, I mean, just a great recovery out of that car. All right. But what I look at here is just the smoothness that you have to really get it nailed here. Logan here continuing to lead over Julian. Third and fourth, Julian not able to really close back down at all quite yet. Stevens back on pit road. Now, taking a look. So again, as you can take these cars, and these GTPs in particular, they seem to be pretty stable as long as you don't make aggressive moves here. Do not make violent moves. Right, with 13 to go. So it's 13 laps to go here. Again, keep that car rolling. Continuing to dominate. Going. Logan. Julian. Top four. Logan. Dustin. Dan. Julian. Raja. Well, to go. Shot. Shot. Scott. Dustin gonna run off here again. Let's take a look. Scott or Dustin off into the dirt. Dustin run wide. Dustin gonna go in the dirt. Oh, another problem. That's field. No, it was not field, unfortunately. A car gonna run wide. Was that Julian? Yeah, it was Julian. Just loses the car. Julian. Logan. So we're looking almost 18 minutes to go in this race. Scott leading. Audra. Julian trying to recover. Steven. Oh, again. Scott continuing to fight. Julian. Roger. Steven. So we're 11 laps to go. So it's going to be Dan. Setting in second. So we're 10 to go. Taking a look, Julian. Steven. Roger hanging on. Scott back there as well. So we're 10 to go here tonight. Julian. Dan pit road. So Dan will take his next stop here. Not going to have enough to make it all the way. So Roger back here. He'll hit pit road again. So everybody going to have to make that second stop. Kind of thought they was going to be able to make it all the way, but they're going to be 15 minutes short. 10 to go. Got 10 to go. We're taking a look. Everybody gonna have to hit pit road. Logan. So Logan. Julian. Julian. Dan. Scott continuing to lead. Julian. Still no pit road for him yet. So it's Scott leading. Again. Gonna look, Scott, Logan, Dan, Steven. So again, Steven, Philip, Dustin. One car off in the dirt. Taking a look right here. Field up the road a bit. Mike there to 7th. Roger to 6th. Steven, Dan, Julian, Logan. Julian the 3rd. Car's been quick. He's just had some rough runs here. He's trying to run back to Logan. There's Logan. Julian now off the pit road. So both those guys going to hit pit road again. Scott continuing to pull away. Dan and Logan. Julian dropping back as well. Seven to go. The 7 to go. This time, and Scott will come down pit road 10 minutes even. Dan, Steve, Julian. Oh, Julian goes spinning around. Right now, Logan, Steven, Dan, Scott. But right now, we're 6 to go this time. Logan. Clear Steven pit road. So there we go, Steven pit road. Logan. Julian. Herman off the pit road. Roger the 5th. So nice run. Logan. Look, 6 to go this time. Taking a look at Scott here. 8 minutes to go here. 8 minutes to go. Dan, 27 seconds back. Very interesting with 6 laps to go, or 6 to go, 8. Really running out of time here tonight for these guys to go. Scott, 27 seconds is the leader right now. Logan, Julian, Roger. You know, look at Stevens. Stevens around again. Taking a look here. Big slide right here. Roger around. Walks it up, slides it around. Scott. So looking at Scott here, continuing to be 27 seconds up on the field. We're rolling right now, 6 minutes to go. Dan. Logan. Taking a look here. Everybody pretty evenly spaced out here. Taking a look here. Roughly 5 minutes even, ready to go. Taking a look at Logan. Julian's settling in the 4th. Roger the 5th. 6th is Steven. Mike 7th. Four laps to go. So there we have it. 40 minutes left. You can look right there. Julian, Roger. Dustin. Feel what? Take a look at this little battle heating up. Dustin putting a little bit of pressure. Dustin versus Gil up here. 3 to go. Taking a look here, 3 minutes even. Dustin trying to put pressure on field for position. 9th and 8th. Steven. Dustin. 3 to go. Dustin and Phillip going at it right now. 2 minutes to go. Dustin will creep to the inside. Taking a look up over the heel here. 3 to go. Dustin inside, a little bit of contact. There we go. Dustin tight with Phillip. 1 minute and 50 seconds left. Scott continuing to lead here. Dustin gonna go alongside with Phillip. Two by two. Stevens on the outside into the braking zone. And Stevens loops it. Around he goes. Unfortunately, Dustin gonna loop it. 1 minute, 8 seconds on the clock. Coming to 59 seconds right now. Here comes Scott. 31 minutes. Coming to 2 to go. So it looks like it will be the white flag here. We're going to run out of time before we get back around yet again. So this will become the white flag lap. Scott with Dan. Logan. So Scott continuing to lead. Coming to the white this time. One to go. Dan. Got Dustin off the car in front of him. Here we go. Scott absolutely dominated. Coming to the checkered flag this time. In round number 6. There we go, up over the hill. Coming to the checker. Coming at you. Double checkered this time. Coming to the checkered flag. Here we go. Scott gonna win it here tonight. Good job, Scott. Nice job. Scott gonna win it here this evening. Nice work. Well, nice work. We'll get ready to talk to it. Wow. All right. Let's get ready to talk to the guys here. What a race. Man, what a battle. Scott dominant here tonight. Dan tried to stay with him, couldn't do it. Hey,
That's the name of the BOP.
Hey, Dan, Matt in the booth, get a copy.
Hey, Matt, how are you, buddy?
Doing well. P2 here tonight. You just couldn't get up to Scott, man.
He's fast in these cars. He's, the guy's a national champion in the real world, and he knows how to drive a car. So my goal tonight was just keep the nose pointed forward and try not to make any mistakes. I knew my race with him would be if he made a mistake and crashed his car, and so I was just trying to keep trying to keep it clean and have a good time tonight.
Well, you did just that. You scored a top 2. Congratulations, man. Great work.
I appreciate it. Thank you. These cars are fun to drive. It's a good group of people to run with, and it's a really fun league when you get to switch back and forth between the ovals and the road race cars. So a lot of fun tonight.
All right, man. Congratulations. Great run, P2 tonight, man.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
All righty, Scott. You got a copy?
I got a copy.
Well, you dominated that one, Bubba.
Yeah, it was a fun race.
Man, I don't think you put a wheel wrong all night.
Say that again?
I don't think you put a wheel wrong all night there.
Maybe once or twice, but yeah, no, it was pretty clean. It was all just kind of making sure that I was hitting my marks with the braking points, and then apex and track out, and just kind of rinse and repeat. So it was good fun. I like these cars here at Road America.
Well, it brought you to victory lane here tonight, man.
That it did.
All righty, buddy. Well, congratulations, Scott. Great running. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. And big thanks to everybody who showed up tonight. And thank you for hosting. Appreciate it.
No problem, man. We'll see you next week. How about that?
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you.
All right, see you then.
Okay, bye.
All right, let's talk to Logan here. Hey, Logan, Matt in the booth, you get a copy?
Yes, I do. What's up, buddy?
Not much. You had Julian chasing you half the night there.
Yeah, I did. It was a lot of fun. I kind of beat him out by just not taking tires the entire race. So.
Yeah, that cost him, but hey, man, you did a great job. Got you a podium.
Yes, I did. I'm keeping my podium streak going. I've gotten a podium every race this year so far.
Keep it going, man. Keep the streak alive.
Heck yeah.
Alrighty, man. Well, great work. Anybody on the car you want to shout out?
Yep. Again, Julian for always putting this on and doing a good job. Acura for making a fantastic car. Of course, I'm a little bit biased, but
Well,
needs to stay to make a fantastic vehicle. So
yeah, he couldn't get up there to the Porsches, but that Acura didn't ran well.
yes, it did.
Alrighty, man. Well, again, congratulations, podium here tonight, my man.
All right. Thank you.
All right, we'll see you next time, man.
See you, buddy.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us here tonight. We will see you next time out. Until then, everybody have a great night, and we'll see you next time.